Welcome back to Grape and Beans Podcast, the podcast that explores unconventional wisdom for a fulfilling life. Today, we're diving into a topic that might challenge your ingrained beliefs. Why it's okay, even beneficial, to not have a plan B. And more importantly, how that mindset can empower you to truly create your own path. Pause 1 second. Joining me today is Dr. Alex Chen, a renowned career strategist and author who specializes in personal development and resilience. Welcome, Alex.
Thanks, Sarah. It's great to be here. I'm excited to unpack this often misunderstood concept, especially in a world that constantly preaches safety nets.
Alex, the conventional wisdom taught from childhood is always to have a backup, a safety net, a plan B. It's drilled into us from our parents, our teachers, our mentors. So how can you possibly argue that it's okay, even good, to not have one?
That's a fantastic question, Sarah. And you're absolutely right. It goes entirely against the grain of societal conditioning. But consider this. When you have a plan B, it often acts as a psychological escape hatch. It subtly, or sometimes not so subtly, allows for a lack of full, all-in commitment to Plan A. That mental fallback can significantly dilute your focus, your creativity, and your sheer determination to make Plan A succeed. Because a part of you is always holding back, reserving energy for the alternative.
So you're saying that by removing that perceived safety net, we're essentially forcing ourselves to innovate more, to problem solve more intensely, and to push harder on our primary goal with an almost singular focus.
Exactly. Think of it like burning the boats, a strategy famously used by Hernan Cortés. When you land on enemy shores and burn your boats, there's no retreat. Your only option is to push forward and conquer. In a personal or career context, this doesn't mean recklessness. It means channeling all your energy, your intellectual capital, and your problem-solving abilities into making your chosen path work. When failure isn't an option, when the only way out is through, you often find solutions and tap into reserves of ingenuity you never knew existed. It's about unlocking peak performance through necessity.
That's a powerful and somewhat intimidating analogy. But isn't there a fine line between unwavering commitment and, well, being stubbornly naive or even financially irresponsible? What if Plan A truly isn't viable or external circumstances change drastically, like a global recession or a major industry shift?
That's precisely where the second part of our discussion comes in: how to create your own path. This isn't about blind optimism or throwing caution to the wind. It's about strategic, informed commitment coupled with extreme adaptability. When you commit fully, you're not just hoping for the best. You're actively shaping the best possible outcome. You're constantly learning, rapidly adapting, and iterating on your approach. Your Plan A isn't a static, rigid blueprint. It's a living, evolving vision that adjusts based on real-world feedback and new information. It's a dynamic process of creation, not a fixed destination.
So how does one begin to create their own path with this mindset of no plan B? What are the very first actionable steps someone can take today?
The very first step is deep, honest self-reflection. You need to understand your core values, your unique strengths, and what truly energizes you. What problems do you genuinely feel compelled to solve? What kind of impact do you want to make? Once you have that clarity, it's about intelligent experimentation. Don't try to build the Taj Mahal overnight. Start with small, manageable, actionable steps. Prototype your ideas. Test the waters with minimal investment. Get feedback quickly and iterate. This agile approach minimizes risk while maximizing learning and allows you to pivot intelligently if an initial direction proves less fruitful.
That sounds like a much more organic, iterative, and responsive process rather than a rigid, linear one that many traditional career paths advocate.
Precisely. And alongside that, you need to cultivate a strong, supportive network. These aren't just casual contacts. They're your trusted sounding boards, your invaluable mentors, your potential collaborators, and your unwavering cheerleaders. Your network provides critical insights, opens doors to unexpected opportunities, and offers crucial emotional and practical support when things inevitably get tough. It's about building a robust ecosystem around your primary goal, a community that reinforces and supports Plan A rather than a separate Plan B entirely.
That's a brilliant way of reframing it. So you're essentially building internal Plan B capabilities within yourself. Skills, resilience, network, adaptability that make you anti-fragile.
Exactly. You're investing in yourself, in your innate adaptability, your robust problem-solving skills, and your expansive network. These are the truly valuable assets that no economic downturn, no job loss, no market shift can ever take away from you. This approach is ultimately about defining success on your own terms, deeply aligned with your values, rather than just diligently following a predefined career ladder someone else built. It's about finding profound fulfillment and purpose in the continuous journey of creation, not just anxiously fixating on a distant, uncertain destination.
This has been incredibly insightful, Alex. It really shifts the entire perspective from fear-based, reactive planning to purpose-driven, proactive creation. For our listeners who are feeling inspired, but perhaps a little overwhelmed, what would be the single most important piece of advice you'd leave them with if they're considering embracing this no plan B mindset?
I would say, above all else, trust yourself. Trust your intuition, your innate capabilities, and your incredible resilience. The world desperately needs more people who are brave enough to forge their own unique paths, to innovate, and to lead with authenticity. It's not about being reckless, it's about being profoundly courageous and strategically resourceful. Take that first, small, informed step, then the next, and keep learning and adapting with every new insight. Your unique path will not only emerge, but it will flourish in ways you can't even imagine right now.
Powerful and truly inspiring words to end on. Dr. Alex Chen, thank you so much for sharing your profound wisdom and challenging our conventional thinking with us today. It's been a truly enlightening and empowering conversation.
My absolute pleasure, Sarah. Thanks for having me and for tackling such an important topic.
And thank you, our listeners, for joining us on Future Forward. We hope this episode inspires you to rethink your approach to career and life planning, to embrace your inner creator, and to step boldly onto your unique path. Until next time, keep creating your unique path.